welcome back to another podcast recording from us here in APC Speaks. It's been a while. It's been roughly 3 to 4 weeks. I don't remember anymore. But yes, here. Hi, we're back. It just finished finals for everyone else. Hopefully, we get to start recording more and be able to post again every Wednesday. With that out of the way, hello. Once again, I am Allen Purto. I am the current Prime Minister of APC Speaks. Yeah. And with me today are two guests who would be joining me for the first time. They're both my members in the organization. Obviously, I have over to my right Bentley, and I have down here Chivo. Yes, I'm calling you Chivo now.
Okay.
It's our Chivo, but yeah, there you go. So with that out of the way, that's a really fast intro. Actually, I didn't expect that. Anyway, don't mind. How are you guys today?
Wonderful, actually.
Why?
Okay. I gotta say, yesterday, the other day ago, I decided to hang out with some friends. I need a fresh pace out of everything because I've been doing some borderline competitive gaming lately, throughout my whole sem break. It's Dark Souls. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's going well for me.
Okay. How about you, Bentley?
Well, depends on let's see here. I have a lot of thoughts about how I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday was great. Well, and now it's Monday, so
Yeah, it's
I feel
Monday.
I mean, everyone shares. I feel like a majority of the world shares the sentiment. Honestly,
Practically, yeah.
I mean today I woke up. It was like Monday, and I was like, "What day is it?"
it's Monday.
Should have just removed Monday throughout the whole week,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, it just feels like that, doesn't it? It's
And
like it's like 4 Mondays and then a Friday. Just feels like that, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the reason why I brought them in for today's topic more so is because for me, I see you guys. I mean, yeah, sure, you volunteered, but the reason why I greatly accepted it is because you guys, for me, exist in like two separate realms of like the student body as well. Because Bentley exists in the art department, but also in like the more drawing tab,
Yeah.
and the more like
Is it obvious?
no, not quite, not really. I'm jealous, not right now. He exists in the art department, like bordering towards introverted, if anything. And then like this kid below me is well,
Well,
I
I
think
call him
his-
a kid, but he looks older than both of us. You know?
yeah, doesn't he? He doesn't.
I'm colorful.
Yeah, precious, huh? No, he's a lot more extroverted. Let's just say that, right? Let's just take that as in the comparison. So, the topic for today, or the question for today, is how do you express yourself? And I wanna see, and since it's the both of you who decided to volunteer for this, obviously I wanted to see how it is for the both of you, how it really works, really, how it. What's the difference between you guys being able to express yourself and to show like a really, I'm hoping like a great comparison, but also similarities at the same way. So there. Who would like to go first?
I can. Alright, yeah. Alright, cool. Okay. Extrovertedness. Well, I can consider myself to begin things off because I was never in the expense of like talking to others in general. Back on my junior high days, I was practically in really tough times because I think we all were, honestly. And it's like
Yeah.
senior high decided to like give me that confidence, that sudden boost to actually care and actually think about the things that I eat, what I drink, what I even decide to like wear. Practically in senior high, I'd practically rock my, what was that? It would be this Adidas jacket. Practically the whole coat is blue. It had white stripes, and at the very back, you're red. And people would just at that point know that, oh, that's Mitch. And people used to call me Mitch, by the way. As the name itself, I would actually standardize. In my LM days, I'd call myself in my first name. On my junior high up until senior, the people would call me Mitch. And in my
Calling you
college, I
Mitch.
decided to.
I'm calling
And
you
in my college days, I decided to fresh myself off to Chivo. They practically layered themselves in the most absurd ways, and I understand that. Mostly, I decided to just went on with Chivo because of the name, the sophisticated name. And Mitch just doesn't seem to ring anymore. But when it comes to expressing myself to now,
calling you
anyway,
Mitch.
Chivo is unique.
fine. I mean, you guys are cool anyway. You know, it's practically fine to just call me
I'm quite
whatever you
literally
want.
the first person in the entire college that actually got your name right. Come on.
Actually, yes. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
the very
fine,
first
fine. You get those
person,
props.
so
Sure.
thank you.
But yeah, with the name itself and how I decide to express myself in most things and how I wear, well, especially now, actually, with the whole digital or virtual web that we decide to ponder ourselves in with classes, it's more likely the expression of the face comes in. In other words, the hair. A good expression to show in my inner tiger, I guess, because throughout the whole entirety of my Catholic life in my previous school, we are not allowed to have specific hairstyles. All right, so practically with the impression of showing that I'm really eager to be somewhat carefree, quite literally. I mean, you can tell already with my whole getup. It's practically in that case of just being whatever it is to be. That's practically loose and at ease. So yeah, so far.
You look like you gave up. You gave up on your hair. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
It must be a mess to clean too.
Every other day I have to shampoo, and every Wednesday and Friday I have to condition it. I have to do like sides of the hair. Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, because I've always wondered if I wanted to like dye myself off to like bright red, but at the same time kind of like
Bright
didn't-
red with that
The
hair.
bright red. Yeah,
On
bright
your
red.
hair.
I mean, I was thinking about it. At the same time, I was thinking of like actually going bald, so I actually default my hair back to level 1. I'm serious, by the way. But I
What?
decided to just go
It's so
hair-free at the time being. Honestly,
No hair is better than red ass hair on that.
red ass hair. Okay, fair.
Oh no, okay, depends. What kind of red though?
Like a bird.
I was thinking of the if we're assuming it would be this type of hair right now, I guess it would be at the ends, but at the
Oh,
same
it's a
time, I think
highlight.
it would like, yeah, it wouldn't exactly like show the oomph, you know, the amp red. But thinking about it now, it's kind of like hard to do that.
How about a half and half? Like half of it is red.
Half of it, Two-Face.
Okay, to be fair, I do like using like the most outrageous colors. So I think I had that like on my hair too. It was just like I had like really bright blue and I wore really bright pink. So I looked like cotton candy. Or like I
There's-
looked I had the picture.
Why you actually rock that? Wow.
I actually had like bright blue and then a bright pink sweater, and I was just like, I look
That's style.
like a cotton candy. I look like a candy, like the nerds candy, or I look really really gay. All right, we're going with this. That I had that for like an entire Christmas. I was like,
Hey,
what the?
it's just being flamboyant, you know.
Rocking it
Yeah,
though.
but then like.
Yeah, being flamboyant actually, precisely.
No, but then like it's more than like it's different for me than being flamboyant. It's literally using the most outrageous colors that are not supposed to be together. Like
Yeah,
it's like
Pink and blue, you'd look
All over
like
the place.
the trans flag.
the pink, the bright pink and the bright blue looked like I betrayed the color wheel. Like
Actually-
color theory wanted to stab me in the back.
Yeah.
That's what it looked
Yeah.
like, and I'm just I am so sorry. I am so sorry, colors.
I am a rebel.
I am. But then, like on that case, honestly, fine. I reacted that way, but I would have supported you with like the bright red. I would be like, I got it. Experiment, have fun. I wanna see how this goes. go for like the really like crimson red, like the bright
Ah.
crimson red, or scarlet.
Oh wow, now you're making me tempt things now.
Like that
Mm.
guy, like that guy from Squid Game at the end of the last episode.
See, it's good game.
Oh no, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, okay, fine.
I'd love
I
that,
think
though.
everyone else would relate to this, but me.
Oh, you haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
I skipped Squid Game.
Mm.
Again, I have this really bad thing, like mental thing, where when I find the preview of a show way ahead of its release date and I watch the trailer, if I end up liking the trailer, there's a high chance I'm not gonna watch it.
Mm.
For no reason
For
whatsoever.
no
I'm
reason at all.
I've
Yeah.
seen so many of those. That happened with Squid Game. That happened with Alice in the Borderland. That happened with that happened with Loki as well.
Oh,
Oh, really?
The only reason why I
Wow.
got to watch Loki was because we had this family. We have this family like movie nights before, and we watched Loki. That's the only reason why I ended up watching Loki. But that happened with Hamilton as well. I still haven't seen Hamilton until now, even though I have actually have the entire like play with me. A lot. Like it has happened with so many
Seriously?
of them. It happened with so many anime
Ah.
too. Like I would
Oh,
look
no.
forward to it, and I was like I would see the trailer. I'd look forward to it, and when it comes out, I'm gonna be like, I'll watch you later. And then I just end up
Later
never
comes
watching it,
never.
and I'm just
Yeah, absolutely. This is why I don't watch trailers.
yeah.
That also tends to
So
happen.
when I saw the thing with Squid Game, and I was like, I really like the concept of this.
Oh no.
I ended up not watching it at all. Anyways, that. How about you, Bentley? How do you express yourself? I guess.
Well, I would say I keep myself pretty understated. Yeah.
Mm.
The only time I ever colored my hair was because it's quarantine and no one would see it. But it was fun to, it was fun to see myself in a different light. Yeah, I tried growing my hair and coloring it. It was fun naman. Pero normally, I would rather speak through my art, I guess. Like, I keep myself pretty understated in person, but I pour everything into, I don't know, my art, my drawings.
Why do you keep yourself understated?
I don't know. I guess it is an issue with me. I've overanalyzed this question in my head for I don't know, for a while now. And maybe since I make these beautiful, interesting things, like they're an extension of me.
Yeah.
And I feel like these beautiful and interesting things, I would rather people look at that than me. If that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get where you're coming from, but then it's like it's a waste if you think about it. Because like, yeah, I mean, I understand that you would rather want like your audience, I guess, audience or people to look at your art more than you, but then why can't they look at both? You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. It's like I just recently realized that I'm so shy because I think I'm not worthy to be perceived. Ooh, deep cut. You know?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like a therapist, but like to myself all of the time.
Self-rehabilitation. What?
Yes,
No, I didn't mean it that way.
It's so heavy right out of the
I didn't mean
gate.
it that way. Yeah, I ponder at myself a lot of times too, and that actually comes in part of like with this whole extra thing that I've been running since like my fresh years.
Mm.
Lately, actually, I realized up until like recently practically yesterday. It made me realize that when it comes to like most people, either I hang with or like bond with, and then I decide to like consider or label someone as like a close friend, it makes me like realize that I practically like always adjust or fixate my own personality scheme. It's like I copy paste my personality for them, but conveniently shift them a bit and then go for another person that gives me the same vibe to like adjust for them because it seems the most convenient. But it kind of feels like one-sided lately as a way of like making me lose myself actually. That's why I decided to do like some meditation and all that. I actually decided to think things through. Yeah. I kind of get it a lot.
I mean, I do too, because like at like the lowest point of it, I mean, like in a lower version of it, I choose to look like trash when I go out. Like I choose to look like trash. Well, okay, first off, I'm absolutely lazy. That's one thing. But
Yeah.
I am in deep love with wearing like proper get up attire that makes me feel good, right? I really like that. But I'm lazy. So majority of the time when I go out of the house and it's not necessarily important, if it's just like popping out of the house, get a little bit of air, do some things and then come back in, I choose to just look like trash. Because I had this I mean, this is a bit better naman, but then I had this mentality kasi where if I do that, when it finally matters, when like the event matters, when I rock in with like a proper get up, people will be like,
yeah, people are gonna be
damn, you can actually look really good, kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I understand the entirety of the thing naman, where it's obviously it's like the deep cut for Bentley and then like for Mitch. Gotta call you Mitch. This is gonna be really for Chivo really is I get that, because the deep cut for Bentley and for you, like that copy pasting kind of scenario, that becomes a result of us trying to, or that becomes a result for humans trying to just undermine and also not think too much of themselves. It becomes that. I get that, because believe it or not, I did not know how to speak as a child.
I mean, what kid knows how to speak right away?
No. What I mean is, out of us 3 siblings, I was the very last one to speak.
Oh.
And I have a younger sister. Well, I mean, obviously, it's granted that it was because I was a radioactive baby. A radiated, rather, is a better term. Yes, I'm quite literally a radiated baby. It's when you're still at your radiated. No, wait. That kind of adjective added to a baby is when your mother or the one who's carrying you is in a location to be affected as is. So my mom used to work with like the Tesla towers. No, not Tesla towers. Like the
telecommunication tower.
Yes, there you go. She was a really big project head of that, and she used to climb these towers a lot. Yes, she climbs these towers a lot when she had me. So or did not really climb, but that she was really like around the vicinity of the plant itself over and over again when she was conceiving me. So no, I was bathed in radiation during that entire time, so I should have died.
Yeah,
really, like
it really advocate for maternity.
No, but then she couldn't because like her boss and everything like that, whatever. So like if you saw me like come out of my mother, and like the next like 3 to 5 years, you would have no idea how I would have lived. Like I should have died for that entire day. My immune system was down. A lot of things were down. Like I looked like the kid that if you sneezed or coughed on me, I would have died. Kind of scenario. It was that bad.
A bubble boy.
Yeah. Actually, I would have looked like a bubble boy, but I was like, but then my skin was like, my entire body was like skin and bones. It was really bad, but Yeah, no,
Wow.
I had this aspect of being the quiet kid as well. Believe it or not. Look at me, haha, prime minister, ha lol. No, no,
Mm.
I had this really big aspect of being like the quiet kid. I had the wallflower stage too, which honestly I miss. I understand the thing with like college being a fresh start. I wanted to bring back like being really, really loud during high school. I wanted to bring that back during college. I wanted to be a wallflower.
Mm.
And then my
Sure.
former best friend found me. My former best friend found me in our school and
Aw.
told me in Speaks.
Ah. Yes,
So
sir.
now here I am, and now I'm the prime minister, and I'm just
No regrets. Ah.
well. So much for being a wallflower. I swear to you, I went into like APC, and I was like, God, give me just 2 months, 2 months of being quiet. 2 weeks later, hi Ali, want to join Speaks?
At least 2 months to like 2 years.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, but okay. So let's continue like the conversation and like the deeper cut of things. It's instead of, okay, I'm not gonna ask you like why you started that way, because like you guys are now aware with like Bentley's now aware with the fact that he's undermining himself, and you're aware that you're pretty much just copy pasting yourself in a way that doesn't feel right anymore, you know, because like you are copy pasting yourself from a version of who you are that does not exist anymore. Let me rephrase that better. That version of yourself is outdated. So you're copy pasting a version of who you are from an outdated version of you. So obviously it's not gonna work out because
Yeah.
now there's new parts. There's a new like a few patches ahead already, and it doesn't fit. Obviously, it doesn't work. So my question more so now, instead of asking you guys why you started there, is where do you want to go with it? Like how do you, so now that you guys know where you are, do you have a goal in mind, or do you have a new like place, or no, not place, a state of a being? I don't know, the words are not coming into my mind right now. Like what do you want to be, basically? Like how do you see yourself now knowing this knowledge? Like I mean, obviously I know it's gonna be difficult. I genuinely understand it being very, very difficult.
It's an ongoing journey.
Yes, it is, and
Constantly going.
I have that too. I haven't had that too. You know, it's like after completing one journey, you're gonna continue on to a different journey, because that's just a constant growth of us human beings, right? It's if we want to be a better versions of who we are. So in your case, so you copy pasting yourself, but now it feels really wrong or it feels outdated, and then with Bentley undermining yourself. But you should aim for a better version of, like, you know, a version where people like both you and your art, which is way better if you think about it. So how do you see yourself, like, now knowing this? We're like, it doesn't have to be like I know what to do, like I know what I'm gonna do to achieve it, but more so like, where do you want to end up now?
I see. Am I going first?
Yeah, you can go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ano, it's been an ongoing journey for me to, be more expressive outwardly. Never have I ever in my life had this innate, like, desire to make what's inside,
An outside thing.
external. Only after quarantine have I been starting to think about my appearance, and only this year I started thinking about what kind of clothes I like to wear. Yeah, I think I'm almost 21, pero I'm still figuring this stuff out. And it's more about self-acceptance then. And I've been going at it in the way I know how, like drawing. So throughout the quarantine, I've been doing these self-portraits of more like my idealized self. I mean, it still looks like me, but with the hair I want,
Ah,
with the clothes I want,
okay.
A great
and
time.
sometimes it's even like fantastical na ano self-portraits. Yeah, it's more about seeing myself as someone worthy to be a subject, someone worthy to be admired, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, so it's more about confidence to express yourself openly. That's
I'll
my
I'll add to like no like I'm gonna comment on that. So you said like you draw yourself in like these better versions, right? Ideally, or like this fantastical versions of who you are that should be like praised or like
like
worthy of things, right?
through me without inhibitions, kind
Yeah.
of like.
But like my question actually would be, whose standards are this?
Well, it's mostly mine, I guess. I don't do these self-portraits for anyone else, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah, which is good. But like I get the reason why I'm bringing that up is I guess I mean this is gonna be like one of the more difficult things to like admit, and I think you are aware of this by now. Um, these standards are just our self-limiting beliefs still.
Yeah, they don't exist in a vacuum.
They don't exist for everyone else. Because like honestly, for the rest of the Oregon stuff like that, when you're in training, we have trainings every Saturday from like 2 to 5 p.m. for everyone in APC Speaks APC who would like to join us in student body. Thank you very much. I wasn't supposed to do that, but then I was like, take the bit. No, no, like so like this when you're there with us in trainings, we like you as you are.
Aw.
Like we genuinely appreciate you just being there. We appreciate I do. Because no one else wants to reply to me when during
I
trainings.
do. I appreciate him a lot. Okay.
Okay, thank you. But then like, I like how like you end up like replying to everything. Which is so super really nice since
Honestly, yeah.
90% of the people who attend trainings are yes.
Yes, I'm gonna leave now. Goodbye.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. It's like, did you learn anything? No, we're good. So did you learn anything? What? Yeah, like that, right? So having you around is really nice. Having you share your thoughts was really nice. Is really nice. And that alone, and then the way that you like, show us with your art, you upgrading my cartoon persona into like a battle version of himself. That's amazing too. And yeah, that limitation or like that standard that you're putting yourself, as good as it is, really, I think you still need to hear naman that you are good as you are as well. Like that I think I mean I completely advocate for being a better version of who you are. I really do, because I did that and I'm still doing that. I was such a trashy person during high school. And I had to be a better version of who I was. And yeah, but then don't forget that who you are right now is also a good version of who you are. Because you're already way better than who you were before anyways. Like that step that you took.
Oh God. High school me,
Right?
I would punch him.
No, high school me, I would be like, why? Kind of thing, But yeah, no, like, don't forget that, like, you are good as you are as well. I mean, obviously, always aim to be better, but don't aim it don't see self-improvement or aiming to be better as who you are right now in a form of, because I'm trash right now. Or like, I'm not worthy of it. Because you are. See it as more of, I just want to be better. Because I feel good when I'm better. It's better to see it that way than seeing that you want to be better because you feel like you're trash. in my case, I wanted to be a better version of who I was because at first I wanted to be a better version of who I was because I wanted to be ready for if ever the time comes that I could reconnect with my best friends, with my former best friends, people that I've lost. If ever I do get the chance to be with them again, or not even have a friendship again, but just like to have a proper closure, or to just like settle the bridge nicely. I want to be a better version of myself then, just so I know that I'm doing it for the both of us. So that's me getting better for a relationship that I'm hoping to exist, and to build a bridge that actually makes me and the other person feel okay. And I'm not gonna be able to do that if I wasn't gonna be a better person. So, in your case, then it's better for you to aim to be a better person because it feels good for yourself, and not because you're not worthy. Because you are, as if you are right now, really. As not, I mean, if you're already cringing at your like high school self, you're way better than who you are. Obviously,
Definitely.
well, like without a doubt, you're already way better than who you were. So that.
Yeah, I'm at a place naman na, yeah, I'm cool and interesting. I just want everyone to know it, you know?
So that it's already there then. So it's allow yourself to experience that because
Pero
you're already aware of when to do it.
I keep second guessing it because clothes and hair and aesthetics, you know,
God, how I know
it
that.
feels like you're limiting your self-expression to consumerism.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. It reflects to me the same way because I got way fatter during quarantine. I became twice my size. No wait. I gained 50 pounds in a year, and it's not going down, and I can't wear my clothes, and I can't wear my suits, and it's bothering me that they're there and they're just getting dusted, and they're gonna grow old, and I'm not gonna be able to wear them. Oh my god! But forever, yeah, it's limiting, but again, it's here. It's what matters up here that like really cares.
Kasama yun dun sa self-portraits ko, like accepting my body. Kasi kasama yun dun eh.
You look way better than me. I'm saying that
don't-
right now.
You don't
That is just
see a lot.
self-sabotaging, man.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of chubby guys in art because why would you? It's not notable or exceptional, right?
Fair.
Pero yun, I like to draw chubby guys.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's like showing people that yeah, it's worthy to be admired, you know. Yeah.
See,
Someone
I looked over here because like normally my camera is here. That threw me off. Yeah. That's
okay,
good.
someone else go.
Go, Mitch.
but honestly, though, you two, I'm over here, right at the bottom. You two are wonderful. You guys are amazing. All right, doesn't matter what y'all look. You guys are amazing. I mean, Allen is a stretch of expressiveness, and Bentley is a beauty of its own. Trust me. Yeah, I cherish you guys a lot. Okay, but where are my stepping stones, huh? Well, I did mention I was actually having a wonderful day because in some degree I was having a form of resolve. It's a good starting point at the very least. It's not a whole stretch, but when I decided to hang out with my friends the other day or yesterday, I decided that it was rather fulfilling that I can actually express myself, that in a way it doesn't have to be selfless. Now, I did mention throughout my whole term break, I decided to be in a very agonizing and torturing method, which is playing games. Now, I have my whole extrovertiveness, ambivertiveness side of giving in and expressing to others with my whole copy-paste DNA kind of thing, wumbo jumbo, clone, whatever, to people. But it made me realize that was practically in a selfless manner. I realized that in most of the people that I've met and how I bond or how I even give advice at this point, it was condescending to even think that I couldn't even make proper meditations to myself. I couldn't exactly like make my own ears properly listen to the music that I wanted to hear at like 3 a.m. in the morning to actually like emote and actually cry until I sleep. Those kinds of things. I can't do it anymore. So I decided to go back on my roots. Yes, that's what I do. Don't at me. But I decided to go back in my roots and actually try something in a selfish manner to actually pursue and have myself a thing that would be quote unquote therapeutic to convince myself that I can overcome things. I can do things on my own. Which is why Dark Souls came in my life. Now, I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds rather random. But when I thought about it, you know, Elden Ring's coming up. I know it's through the games, but listen to me, okay? I know it's weird to think that such a game like that would even give me torture or some degree of my life to even second guess why I even call myself a professional gamer. But if anything, the biggest thing that actually made me fulfilled is the fact that I can actually do something like that. I can actually do attempts, and I could actually like make cycles of myself to shout at myself. I kid you not, I have a 7-minute video of me killing something so horrid that when I actually killed this thing, I felt that I can actually do something. And I can make this in a personification of what I do things in life. Of how I express myself in a selfless manner before I decide to hang out with some people, and the conversations and the topics that I've decided to make with them, it felt that it actually came into my tender and somewhat neat heart. Which is why I'm actually happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a stretch, it's not a wavelength, but it's a spark.
What I like about that entire thing is just yes, I'm already struggling and I am having a hard time with my life.
Let's be sadistic.
Let's find something therapeutic. Dark Souls.
Deep naman
Huh?
It's pretty deep if you think about it. Because if you could beat Dark Souls, maybe you can beat whatever you're facing.
Yeah, true.
It's a metaphoric way,
Yes,
yeah,
I
but it's
know,
kind
I
of
know,
weird
I
at the
get
same
it.
time.
It's like
a pain pleasure.
It's like when people say like League of Legends is so bad that League of Legends players hate League of Legends players. It's like, and it's like we would be mad for 8 hours and we'd be like, hey, I'm done with this game. I hate this game. And then like 13 minutes later, all right, who wants to play? it has that. It's such a. I don't know. It's so dumb.
It's
But,
fulfillment.
no, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like
Extension.
yeah, it's such a torturous and like super annoying thing that pisses you off to the core of your heart. But being
Yeah.
able to accomplish it, it feels good. Like knowing that
Really does.
I can actually do this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you're feeling stuck where you are at life. And
Yeah,
so
absolutely. There were actually really times that I really wanted to quit the game. I really wanted to, especially Cathedral of the Deep, if you guys even know the place. But in some stretch or in some way, it kind of feels like, because they have it, not going into the lore of it, but it's like if you actually lose all purpose and all will in that game, technically speaking, if you decide to actually leave and delete the game, your character just stays there. They call themselves hollows. They're hollow out of their own purpose. So why quit? Keep running it up.
Oh wait, does that actually get like uploaded?
Yes.
The hollows actually get uploaded?
it's really
Oh,
cool.
cool.
No, it actually, yeah, because there's actually a
That's
point in the
depre-
game.
That's depressing, but like
Yeah.
that's really cool.
You can actually pick up a data
I
of your
knew that
players.
I knew that your deleted characters become hollows, but I didn't know that they get added into the game.
Yes, it's actually crazy. It's
It's
actually a good reference, even though despite the fact that this was an idea last 2016, they decided to introduce this in like the second game, but they decided to make this a thing now. They even made like a pick-upable, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like you can pick up this item, you can actually check out the players that actually decide to give up. They actually place it on the side hollow, which is actually surprising. Makes me think, seriously? It's like the number of people in here. No way! It's actually surprising. Forgot the name of it though.
That's
But
so
yeah.
cool, but it sounds so depressing at the
Yeah, it's
same
very
time.
depressing. Lore and game-wise. It's so Wow.
I mean, that's
But
one
yeah.
way to motivate yourself.
Absolutely.
I won't be like them, you know, something like that.
If you could break the loop,
that is one way of looking at it. I won't be like them.
yes.
But then imagine every single hollow you see is like someone who gave up.
Actually, yeah.
And that's so
Actually,
depressing
yeah.
though. Like every hollow you meet is just like
Yeah.
another one.
It hurts. NPCs or players alike.
Yeah. It feels like
Horrible.
every hollow you kill is like I will continue on for you kind of thing. Like I will bring you with me kind of
Yeah.
feeling.
Aw.
It has the same effect. It has the same effect with the Subnautica actually.
Oh
Do
my.
you know that at the very end of Subnautica, when you launch the rocket, you know how you shoot
Mm.
out a casket?
Yes, yes.
Like a box, right? Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like it's ideally supposed to be like a time capsule thing. What that item box gets spawned in someone else's generated world.
That is crazy. Really?
If the person, so if you finish Subnautica while you're connected to the internet, if someone
Oh,
creates
it's
their if someone
crazy.
creates their Subnautica world while connected to the internet, there's a chance that your box lands on their, and that obviously only one of those exists per time. So if you shoot your casket, if you shoot your box, the person whose world that box goes into is the only world that box goes into. The sad thing there is if that person gives
Anything.
up. The sad thing is if that person gives up before he finds your box, because you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't know if a box landed on your world. You wouldn't. You really wouldn't.
Oh wow.
You need to find it. Like if
It randomly spawns as well.
it randomly lands in your world. But then that's a chance. That's a chance you can get. So it's kind of like when you play Subnautica, you search for every place that you can because someone's goodbye kit might be there for you.
Aw.
I don't know if they patched
That is
it where it
beautiful.
could land on your starting point. I don't know if they did. But that was the idea. That it would land somewhere in your world. So if someone finds it, you kind of like if you the idea is if you find it like really early on, you can carry them with you in your journeys. Because you can put like stuffed toys or like posters in it. So imagine if you do this. Like,
cool.
someone gave me this, so I put it. I'll put the poster on like my behemoth or something. Like that.
That's
Wow.
for me.
I didn't even know that. What?
That was
Crazy.
I don't know how. That was the idea. That's why they added that in the end scene. I don't know if they got to execute that well, because I haven't heard anyone like getting the boxes. But that was the idea.
Wow.
Maybe no one found the boxes. Maybe because like it spawns in like the deep dark. I don't know. Hopefully not. But that would be ass to get if it was in the deep dark.
That'd be-
Because
yeah.
ghost leviathans are annoying to fight.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. There was something else that you said that I'm trying to remember, but I can't get it anymore. It was when you were mentioning about like not being happy with yourself. There was a term you said. I can't remember. Anyways, but yeah, one thing I'm proud of you guys for and appreciated about is the fact that you guys spoke about it in the first place. It's not easy. Bentley himself said that it's basically a deep cut. It's really not an easy thing.
It is a fatal.
Mention.
Well,
at all.
I tend to overshare.
That
Anyway.
too, which is a really good. If you think about it, it's a really good like counter to that, don't you? Like, you struggle to share. But you tend to overshare, which is a really good counter if you think about it. So like, as long as you. But here's the thing. One thing I've noticed is that you only overshare when you actually are okay with the people around you.
I mean, I'm not socially inept enough to overshare to strangers. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then like it only like it's not one of those things where it's like okay, I feel comfortable enough. Sure. No, it is like a second layer as far as I've seen it because like that I saw that in terms of like the people that joined the calls, like the trainings. I saw like the pattern of like the type of people that has like people who only been there like once or twice, and people who actually came back like 4 or 5 times for the trainings. Like those are normally the people that you tend to just overshare to, which is a really nice like unconscious thing, because at least whether it's unconscious as of the moment, at least you are sharing, which is a really good step into like just being yourself and not. Art is good. amazing as it is, that equivalence that is an equivalent of like me hosting, me public speaking, me doing all of these things, right? Me like doing filmmaking and stuff like that. It's the same thing, but it's good for people to know who you are as just you. It comes to a point like it comes to that point where, are you guys aware of Skate?
Oh,
Like Skate is a Filipino like comic artist, the one with Spike, like the dog that's been like being shared in Facebook. No,
Think so.
it's the one with like yung Diary Spike,
it's
where
Okay.
it's double Kait. No, anyways, if you guys can search it up later, and then if probably you remember, but if you guys have met him, but I've met like he has like a really nice, like he has a really solid following in Facebook and everything like that. I've met the guy in real life.
Oh,
Yeah, no, the guy went to our coffee shop like 3 times now, and we've just
3
hanged out with him, and then it's super cool because it's like, like so many people would have like, I wonder what he's like, I wonder what he sounds like, I wonder what like he likes in life and stuff like that. While people are pondering that, we're just there chilling out, drinking coffee, having like a 5-hour conversation. I was like, stop. We were just having like a really good old time. It's kind of thing, and that's something that you're only gonna be able to appreciate if you're not like undermining yourself enough. So, as much as yes, it is good for people to appreciate your art, I do hope that you find that day, or you come across that day where people meet you as you, as the person that you are away from your art, and they will see that you're not alive because of your art, but you're alive but your art is alive because of you.
Oh,
Like they would see the similarities between you and your art, and why your art is the way it is. It's because of who you are as a person, and not the other way around. There. But yeah, there. Do you guys have parting words to the audience or something?
well, yung about sa oversharing, I guess, naisip ko, yeah, self-expression is easier if you're in a safe space to do so. Yeah, surround yourself with friends that accept you, and self-expression would be easy, I guess.
And if you guys are in APC and you don't have friends, feel free to join the trainings every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. Thank you very much.
You're really going with that like a lot more. That is freaking actually.
And that's the second, like, this entire recording is the first time I've ever done that bit. And it's so funny. Anyways, go on. I'm doing it for community value.
We should promote it, It can help a lot of people.
Yeah.
APC Speaks.
Actually, no, you don't even have to be in APC Speaks. I accept
Yeah, we're a
I
public.
accept people from literally outside of the school. So,
Yeah.
though granted, they don't show up anymore, but then
Yeah,
The point
please unload all your trauma at APC Speaks.
why would you do that to me? Don't give me too much work. But then yeah, it's really about, if you guys wanna find a community where you guys can share your thoughts, and
Please do so. Yeah.
feel free to reach out on APC Speaks, because like I'm still pretty much the prime minister for an entire term. Maybe I'll catch you guys. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, your parting words.
Parting words. Let's see. Well, in my own sense of having a therapeutic manner, it's through my own hobbies as well. Things I decided to like bury myself in. I decided to actually like scoop it up, dig it a bit, actually play with it a bit. And in my cost of that, it was torture, but at the same time, it was also a way of being fulfilled. So many other people can have different ways or different aspects on how they can cope up, but it's always best, in my case anyway, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would also have it, in the manner of being selfless, practically stretched out at that point. You really need to like pace yourself to the point that you just need to reconsider that you need to like get some glue, get some tapes, and at the very least, try to patch yourself up. be a bit selfish too.
I remember now what I was trying. That was the thing that was missing out. The selfless and selfish thing. Yeah. No, what I was gonna add there is people tend to forget that being true to yourself is also being selfless. Because people tend to forget that being true to yourself is selfless because of the same, because you being true to yourself, you will end up magnetizing the people that like that version of who you are.
Yeah.
Which means that there's no stress whatsoever to you to keep up a charade. Whatever. It allows you to just be with the people that like that version of who you are, and that those people are probably the same people who's gonna probably still be with you once you become a better version of who you are. If they're not gonna be there, then they're not gonna be there. But you will get a new set of people that will accept that new version of who you are, because that is the better version of who you are. So this, and like, yes, be selfish. That's pretty much what that is with that. It's be selfish enough to be selfish that you understand who you really are. Be selfish that you're being true to yourself, because that idea of being able to copy paste yourself honestly it is a good thing, because you get to save your time. Like it saves you time from trying to like, hi, my name is this. Yes, this is me. Yes, yeah, whatever. It's an entire like over copy paste yourself is a good thing if and only if you are the same version that you are. If you already patch yourself up, then don't. Then make a new save file and then copy paste that. That's pretty much it. It really goes down to being true to yourself and being who you are as a person. So I guess in combination with both of you guys said and me closing off the entire thing, it's really be true to yourself so that you actually magnetize the people that want you and not the charade form of who you are. And at the same way, that hopefully gives you the type of people that like you for who you are, no matter how unworthy you think you are. No matter if you think that everything else you do matters most. Hopefully having people or finding people that accept you for who you are shows you that your work is as beautiful as it is. Your work is as beautiful in a way that it is because it was made by you in your honest form, not with a charade made to please the people around you. With that being said, thank you all so much for joining us for this week. I hope you guys learned something. This is a bit over 20 minutes. No, sorry, it's a bit over 5 minutes, but whatever. It's the first podcast recording since 3 weeks ago. I hope you guys enjoyed this entire thing. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have something else, if you guys have something you want to talk about, or if you guys want to connect to APC Speaks, do just let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll talk about it in the next podcasts if it fits the topic, or maybe I'll make an entire topic out of the such suggestion itself. Yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for joining me. Over to my right is Bentley. Over down below is Chivo. And I am once again Allen, your Prime Minister as of the current term of APC Speaks. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.